The second product principle is do things that don't scale at first. At Airbnb, PMs and designers are encouraged to experiment with ideas that they don't yet know how to scale. Let's take an example to illustrate this principle. Airbnb Experiences is an incredible product that allows travelers to connect with the locals and immerse themselves in local experiences. Let me tell you the story of how this got started. Back in the day, Brian Chesky had this idea of offering local experiences to travelers in every city around the world. He recruited Francisco, a guest from Chile. Brian and team personally designed a great local experience for him in San Francisco and paid for this trip. Francisco got a chance to visit the Golden Gate Bridge and other key landmarks of the city. When he was flying back, Brian asked him, "So how do you rate this experience, Francisco?" Francisco replied, "It was good, but not great." Brian was confused. He asked why it wasn't great or life-changing for him. Francisco shared his feedback. Brian, acting on his feedback, suggested to Francisco to come back again. This time around, Brian designed a different local experience. He took him to local hotspots in San Francisco, where he himself and his friends who are local in San Francisco would eat and dine, and made Francisco feel like a true local. Not someone who was visiting San Francisco, but someone who could feel like a local. When Francisco was leaving, Brian asked him for his feedback. Francisco literally cried and hugged Brian and said, "This was a life-changing experience." As you can see from the story, designing a product experience that is loved by one customer is more important than designing a subpar experience that is kind of loved by many. During the ideation and design phase of this product, Airbnb focused on designing the ideal experience for one customer, gathered feedback, and iterated quickly until that customer loved the experience.